Here's how to create a total addressable market or TAM list with Zoominfo. You need your best fit customer criteria. In this example, we're going to use industry equals software SaaS or B2B SaaS, employee sizes 100 to 5,000 employees, or under 100 employees with $100 million in funding in the last 2 years. First thing, after you log into Zoominfo, you're going to go to up here on the top, advanced search, start creating that list with the criteria. Now there's a company list and an account list, so we're going to click on the company side here, and we're going to start adding in the company filters. So again, it's going to be software, SaaS or B2B SaaS. This also does mean fintech, sales tech, so we're going to play around with those. And so we're going to start off by going to industries. I'm going to click on show all filters. You go under the company tab here, and we're going to select industry. So for software, we're going to look for and start by typing in software and see what comes up. You'll see here they have a whole software filter here, so you're just going to check that box and just look through it to make sure everything kind of looks good. This is a bunch of software companies, so that's perfect. There's also custom software and IT services. This typically is going to be probably software development companies, more service side, so I'm not going to select that. Now we're going to add in the employee sizes. So you're going to minimize this and go to employee count. So like we said, 100 employees, so 100, and the next one's going to be the max count is 5,000 employees. Select that and press enter. Not to mention in the best fit customer criteria is the region. So for this, we're just doing North America. So what you want to do is just look for a location. It's going to be company location. And then you're going to select country, state, city, select it. And for us, because we're going US and Canada, I'm just going to select all these. I do believe states and metro regions are pretty much the same, but just for safety, I end up clicking both just to cover all the bases. So you'll see here, right now we're at 7,487 companies within that criteria. Now, what you want to do, because you should have your customer list tagged already, we're going to select the company tags here. And if you just have a bunch of tags that are companies that you already exported, then you can just select all private tags. I do not, so I'm going to select on the private tag here, and I'm going to look for the tag that I want. So I'm going to exclude all customers, and then you're going to actually select the click to exclude here on the right side, not the left, because that would actually include it. So now I'm excluded all our customers, so I won't be exporting that. It's also going to make it better for your advertising, so you're not going to be getting in front of customers. Unless that's a tactic you're running, then that's a different option there as well. And so again, we have 7,472 companies in this. Now there's a couple other things I want to add on here because we're going more for the B2B software. And so there's actually a tag in here that's going to help you do that. And so we have business model. You can select business model here, and you can select all, and then B2B, B2C. So we're going to select B2B here and just see what that changes. It did get rid of some. I will say it's not perfect because there are some companies that have both sides of the business. So you can play around with that. But for this, I'm going B2B. Now we've created, based off our criteria for the first side, well, I'll show you in a second, but how to do the funding part. But what I want to do is look at the companies within this, just so I know that it's on the right track. And so you can just go through this and just look for the companies that are in here. I do see Lyft, but as I mentioned, it's going to be more of a B2C software company, but Lyft also has a B2B side, which is why it shows in here, even though we clicked on the business model B2B. Keep going down, same with DraftKings. You'll see that with the bigger companies a lot. You can keep going down the line. I like to always check 3 of the tabs here just to get a good feel. I see some good companies in here. Avanti, Dropbox, these are all perfect. Trade Desk, Blackbaud, Epic Games. Again, more on the B2C side, but they will have a B2B part. LA Healthcare. This is one I want to check out that doesn't seem right, but it's something you could also just get rid of after you export the list. You're not going to be able to find them all, unfortunately. Same with IBA Group. But so far, this looks really good. Now what I'm going to do is actually save this. I'm going to save this as SaaS orgs, 100 to 5,000 employees. Turn off the alert notifications and save it as a new search and save. If you remember, we had an OR function. So we had employee size is 100 to 5,000 employees or under 100 employees with 100 million in funding in the last 2 years. Now that we have that saved, I'm going to do that other option there, the 100 million in funding in the last 2 years. And so what I'm going to do here, I can actually just use this because I already saved the other one. What I'm going to do here is keep everything the same. Business model is perfect. I'm going to take out the employee count, keep software here. Last funding amount or min amount is 100 million, no commas. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I was just doing that. Actually, I shouldn't have removed the employee count. So max account here is just going to be that 99. So now look at that. We have 148 companies that were under 100 employees. So what I'm going to do here is tag the companies. So I'm going to enter a new tag and 100 million funding. I'm actually going to enter it as a new tag. Get rid of the money sign here and add. And what you can actually do that's really cool in Zoominfo is you can tag companies up to 5,000 within this criteria. So we couldn't do it in the other one because it was over 6,000 companies within it. But this one, we have 148, so I can actually tag that. I'm going to tag all the companies within that. And that's cool because it's just like the exclusion that we had with the customers. We can exclude or add that to the other one, so we're just exporting one list. Now, the third thing we're going to do, because we're going after software companies, not everyone in software is listed as software in Zoominfo. It's just how it is. And so what we're going to do is X that out. We're going to add back in the min count of 100 and 5,000. Get rid of the funding amount. I'm going to go back to the industries. But what I'm going to do is use instead of the industries we used up here, we can search for an industry. I'm actually going to use the industry keywords. So for software, cybersecurity, we got fintech, ad tech, sales tech, HR tech. You can type in SaaS. You can try as many things as you want. Again, it's just industry keywords, so you can start typing in anything you think is relevant. Collaboration software. Under that 5,000 companies, I'm going to tag it. Go to enter new tag and type in industry keywords, add, and tag all. And then what we're going to do is going to save search. And we're going to go to that one that we started with, that first one, SaaS orgs 100 to 5K. Now what we're going to do is go back to the company tags and exclude the one list we just made, the industry keywords. Click to exclude. The reason we're doing that is to get this list under 5,000 companies so that we can tag this, enter the new tag, add, find it and click it and tag. So we're going to tag all of them. And now what we're going to do is actually go up here and clear all, because what we're now going to do, make sure it's a case company here. Now we're just going to use the company tags to combine all three lists we just created and exclude the customer list. So you go to private here. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to exclude the closed one customers. We're going to add in here check mark, not exclude the industry keywords. We're going to add in software 100 to 5K employees, and then under 100 and 100 million funding. And that's going to give us a very good TAM list of companies fitting our criteria, which now we just go to this blue button up here, export, name it, TAM list 21, 23, and export. Now, because it is a bigger list, it's going to take a little bit, but when that's done, it'll be under your lists here. You'll see here the status is still going, but when it's done, you can export the list into a CSV. Once we export that, we can start using it in our advertising platforms, uploading it to our CRM, because we start reporting on the market share, align it with sales, make sure everything goes in there. But first, we got to manually verify it.